So many questions come up when you're contemplating a move. One of the top questions I get from sellers is, what do I need to do to get my house ready to sell? Today I'm going to share with you my top tips on getting your house ready to sell. Hey, I'm Matthias with eXp Realty here in Spokane, Washington, and today I'm excited to share with you my complete guide for getting your house ready to sell. This was actually the very first video series I ever did back in August of 2020, and I think it's seriously time for an update. Why is it important to prepare your home for the market? This quote from Barbara Corcoran says it best. Buyers decide in the first 8 seconds of seeing a home if they're interested in buying it. Get out of your car, walk in their shoes, and see what they see at that first glance. Oh, by the way, you can download a free copy of my seller's guide with lots of tips and tricks for home sellers using the link in the description below. So let's get started. I'm assuming here that you've already decided it's time to sell. If you're on the fence or haven't considered renovations, you can check out my video on that topic. Now, if you're like me, you can't wait to get to the big box renovation store and get your home gorgeous so it sells for top dollar. But hit the brakes. I am all for renovations as an investment strategy, but that's just it. It's a strategy. So we need to do our homework first. You want to reach out to your local trusted realtor, or preferably more than one, before starting any renovations or repairs. You'll take a look with your realtor at what's selling in your local market and do an evaluation to see how your home compares to the other homes that have sold. If the money is there, you can make some strategic updates knowing that it's either going to net you more money on your sale or push you ahead of your competition if homes are moving slowly in your area. By the way, I have a great resource for this, so reach out to me. They're even willing to get paid out of closing. They are the best. Homeowners are all on a spectrum when it comes to home renovation, but don't worry, we can find the right path for you. You need to decide what's most important to you. Selling your home with the least amount of hassle or getting the most money. Now that you've done some homework, it's time to come up with a game plan. Not all buyers have the vision to see what your home could be, so even little changes will help them see the bigger picture. The bare minimum that needs to be done to get your house market ready, in my opinion, is to take care of any maintenance item that would diminish your home's value to prospective buyers. Deep clean like you've never deep cleaned before, and depersonalize and declutter your space. There are 2 checklists in my free seller guide to help you with this process. One is a room by room checklist that you can use as you walk through your home evaluating its condition. The other is a list of items that will likely get called out on appraisals if they're not up to par. And those are things you definitely want to take care of because the bank's going to make you anyway. Another option is to have a home inspector come and do a pre-inspection of your home to let you know what needs to be replaced. Just know that if you use an inspector, you are committing to either disclosing any issues to prospective buyers that come up during the inspection or taking care of those issues before going on the market. If you want to do more than the bare minimum, a few low-cost, high-return projects you can do to prepare your home for the market are cleaning the walls and repainting them in a nice neutral palette. Natural, that's also good. Consider swapping out the fixtures in your kitchen and bathrooms. New knobs, pulls, and faucets are an inexpensive way to create a more cohesive, modern look. Definitely clean and update the exterior. Make sure the windows are clean, the roofs and siding are in good shape, and that your yard is tidy. Have your carpets cleaned or have your hardwood floors refinished. Short of replacing all of the flooring, getting it into its best shape can go a long way with prospective buyers. Once you've met with your agent and completed your walkthrough, you should have a pretty clear game plan on the work that's going to need to be done to get your house ready to sell. I want to drop a quick reminder here about express offers. When you're armed with the information about how much work it is to get your house market ready, this is a perfect time to consider requesting cash offers from my express offers platform. It may be that the amount you walk away with from an as-is, no-hassle cash offer is similar to the net you would have made after accounting for the expenses and time getting your home market ready. Again, all of these are strategies that we can use to make sure you're considering all of your options, tools, and resources when it's time to sell your home. Lastly, let's talk a little bit about staging. Staging a home is a strategic marketing tool used by sellers and their realtors to help buyers imagine themselves living in your home and fall in love with your property. When I'm helping you sell your home, I'm working with you to create an emotional attachment with our prospective buyers that we can leverage in negotiations. While I can do a lot with photography and video, we want to start with a home that is easy for buyers to imagine themselves in. Staging is really more than just putting a new welcome mat in the front of the door and getting new throw pillows. When done correctly, it can help a home sell for more money in a shorter amount of time. Even if you don't hire a professional staging company, it's important to still do your own staging. Here are a few quick tips. Number one, you want to declutter and depersonalize. I seriously cannot state this one enough. We want buyers to see themselves living in your home. We don't want to make them feel like a welcome guest in a stranger's house. We want them to have just enough to visualize their life happening in their new home. Lighting is everything. Consider replacing old dim lights with new bright ones, as well as adding lamps in rooms that don't have great natural light. It is my personal opinion that any furniture is better than no furniture. Empty spaces are very tough for buyers. Our brains just don't work well when the room is empty. I experienced this firsthand when my husband and I bought the house we're currently living in. Even though our house was dated and dirty, it had furniture. Out of the 12 we looked at, it was the only one. And it made it so much easier for Rob to see where our stuff would go, as well as where the potential was. Virtual staging is also an inexpensive alternative if your home is empty, because at least the buyers can see how big of a couch can I fit in here, kind of thing. And lastly, add some cute, neutral, minimal decor. You can download a free copy of my full home staging guide using the link in the description below. Bam! Now you're ready. When all is said and done, you've either accepted a no-hassle cash offer or your home is sparkling and ready for the photographers to come through and capture some inspiring photos and video that will help prospective buyers fall in love with your home at first sight. Feel free to reach out to me with questions, and don't forget to utilize the seller resources I've linked to in the description below. Talk to you soon.